Welcome colleagues to another exciting material about Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition. We already played through the whole Basics Academy following the infantry manual which was inside the game. Now, today, the time has come to put all of those skills, I would say, and experiences to use. The game comes with a single standalone mission called Keep Up the Fire, and this mission is deemed as a kind of introductory scenario. There are some simplification there, and which is also designed as an example of play. What I'm going to do is try to play this scenario in a setup which is proposed in this book. However, I will not follow the first two turns which are shown here. We will do it together, allowing the random events to unfold. But before we do it, a couple of comments. How are we going to create this material? Playing the whole 10 turns Fields of Fire game can last 2-3 hours, so I believe I will divide this into the pieces. So today we'll play maximum 2, maybe 3 turns, and then I will be creating the next material. Then I believe we should talk about the scenario setup, scenario special rules, and what things we have at our disposal. When we read through the manual, it shows us what units we'll have in this mission. This mission will, let's say, represent the clash between the 9th Infantry US units and German units in Normandy. We will be fighting with Grenadier squads, as you can see. There will be some rules simplifications, namely, as this is a standalone game, we will not have experience points, but we'll have achievement points, and achievement points will show us how well we fared in the game. Achievement points will be for things like securing the primary or secondary objective, attack position. You can see that we have attack position here, first primary and secondary objectives there. For clearing the PC, potential contact markers like A, B, C. A is, the most possible to encounter the enemy. We have C contacts here, B contacts here, A contacts here, and B contacts here. Whenever we clear such a field, we'll be putting them here, on our command display. Then we will also get some points for capturing enemy prisoners, for enemy casualties, for performing a successful point-blank grenade attack. This is a really daring mission. There could be some higher headquarters events. We didn't have them during our games of, let's say, basic academy, but we'll have them here. If we manage to evacuate casualty, if we manage to clear enemy bunker and pillbox, we will win. In order to win the game, of course, we need to secure objective 1 and 2, and preferably do it from the attack position, but because we don't have any kind of pyrotechnics and so on, it's only for the experience or achievements purposes. So this is first simplification. The second simplification which we will introduce will be ammunition. Normally, all our heavy weapons will have ammunition like MGs, like mortars, things like this. In this scenario, we do not count it, so it will speed up things a bit. Communication will be another significant simplification. First of all, we assume that all unpinned HQ and staff are considered to be in communication with each other regardless of location. Also, all unpinned HQ and staff units are considered to be in communication with any friendly unit on the same card. Normally, you would need to have communication if you are undercover on the card, you don't have communication with other units. We have this simplified for you guys to learn other things from this scenario. There will be no pyrotechnics, there will be no vehicles. So I would say 20% of the rules, maybe a little less, are removed, which will speed up the game. What else do we know? We know that both sides take prisoners, both sides have grenades with -4, modificator, the casualty evacuation point, we set it up here. Cover. wherever we try to find cover and we succeed in a village, farm, church or cemetery, card, there is a possibility that we found it not in standard cover, but maybe in the building or multi-story building. So we'll be drawing cards, and I will show you the example, and those cards will indicate what kind of cover we found. I believe the Germans are using the deliberate defense here. Here are the statistics of the scenario. Yeah. So offensive 10 turns, daylight. We have 4 columns by 4, so we can see this, and the potential contacts, mission objective, secure the primary and secondary objectives on row 4. We have line of departure here, maximum advance here. Here's our right boundary, here's our left boundary. We cannot cross beyond it, although the map can extend beyond it because of, for example, some Germans being over there. Tactics, deliberate defense, and German grenadiers. And this shows you how the map should be set up. This is, staging area. These are tactics control. And if you look at how the guys in the rulebook set it up, they have exactly those fields. So we can see here, and because we have wide borders on the open fields, we can also see here. Maximum, this is close, this is long, and this is very long. Yes, there are 3, distances in the game. Then we'll have our company organization equipment. We'll have some artillery and forward observer, so you can see our fire support available. It will be very crucial for the mission purposes. We'll have high explosive and wide phosphorus. You can see that artillery forward observer, mortar forward observer, and company HQ can call out. But for example, artillery forward observer is very good with calling 15 field artillery battalion. They used 3 cards. And on the other hand, mortar forward observer is very good at calling battalion mortar pattern because they draw 3 cards. Also pay attention that while some other units can do it, some of them are more proficient here in this. We will have, of course, the higher events. We will be using this during the game. Then this will be the German packages. There's like 9 packages. And depending on potential contact, we'll be drawing, card up to 9, looking at the package, and then placing this. Depending on the column, we will have, left front, direct front, or right front. Yeah, we'll show you also during the play how to do it. Okay, so this is it. The rulebook also shows you which cards are drawn at the beginning, how the company was distributed. We actually follow it, how the company was distributed, but we stop here and we will start playing turn 1. Not as the example of play shows it, but I would like us to play it completely, independently, following the sequence of play. By the way, we have some assets here which I hope we'll be able to use. So that's introduction to this scenario. Let's now try it out. Okay, so let us start. The first thing is friendly higher HQ event phase. We skip it in turn 1, and this is not defensive mission, so we skip also this part, and we jump immediately to friendly command phase. We go through the activation segment. First of all, our company HQ is being activated by the battalion HQ, who is outside of the map, and we draw a card to see how many orders we'll get. We got 5. That's nice. And with those 5 orders, I believe we'll simply activate all subordinate HQs. Remember the XO and first sergeant, if you don't activate them, they will get only in the initiative segment 1 order. Yeah, so that's not much. So we activated them. So those guys are activation completed. So company HQ is activated. Now, out of those guys, what my plan is, what I'm usually doing, is I'm sending the detached assault teams forward. This time I might do one thing differently because I see a pretty nice, cover here and here, which will mean that most probably we'll be able, you know, to send maybe MG, which will open immediately with fire. Assault teams cannot open fire, only point blank. So let me start with the first platoon. Let's activate them. They draw for actually one error. They have 5 plus 1 for the no contact. So they actually had 6. They used 5, so they have 1 saved, of course. There is no contact still, so if there is no contact, we have 1 more draw. So the first platoon have 4 plus 1, so they have 5. Let me maybe do it differently. It will be easier for me to put those cards from here to this side, and you can still see them, I believe. So they have 5. First platoon have 5. They don't want to do too much. They will detach from 1-1 assault team. So this is first order, and the second order will be they will send them here, and they will of course get exposed. These were 2 orders, so 3 are left, and let us save them for the later. Now let me activate company first sergeant. They will do similar thing. This is 2 plus 1, this is 3, company first sergeant 3. They will detach 1 assault team, and they will send them here. Let me put them as exposed because they moved. So they used up 2 orders, so they have 1 left. We put it here. The next will be the second platoon. The second platoon draws the card. They get 5 plus 1. Nice. This is 6. Yeah, this is 6. So this is pretty cool. They will move this MG here. This is a good protection +2, so I believe this should be completely fine. Do they want to do anything else? No. They will save for the next turn. So they had 6, they have 5, and this is safe for the next turn. Okay, not bad. The next will be the third platoon. 2 plus 1, this is 3. Not much. But still, we would like to send somebody forward, don't we? So they detach the assault team, and they send them here, and they save 1 command. And give me the exposed marker. Okay. Standard regular beginning, I would say. Company XO, let's see how much they will take. 4 plus 1, they get 5, and let me save it for them for the second turn. Now we have the general initiative segment, because nothing happens in initiative segment. Everybody was activated here, so we don't activate them here. General initiative, maybe we will be able to seek some cover. Yeah, so let's see. So in general initiative 3, this is not bad. This is quite nice. Let me try to find cover here. We draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a cover in the last draw, which is good. So at least, so it was here. At least will not be so vulnerable. This was first draw. The second will be here. We draw 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3 cards. Sorry. Yes, there is a cover in the orchard. We were a bit lucky, I can tell you. And now here we draw 4 cards in hedgerow cash. We should get something. Rally, contact. No, they haven't found anything. So this finishes the activation segment. Now we go here to offensive mission combat patrols, enemy activity phase, nothing. In mutual capture and retreat phase, nothing happens. In AT combat vehicles movement, nothing happens. So we have mutual combat phase, and let me start it this in a moment. Okay, let us continue with to mutual combat phase. We have first of all fire mission update segment. There are no fire missions to be updated. Potential contact evaluation segment. We have this now. What do we do? For each potential contact, we will be drawing the cards, and let me just show you how do we draw for the potential contact C. So we have following situation. We have no contact still, and we have potential contact C, so we'll be drawing 4 cards. But we need to decide, of course, which one, and we do it randomly. So we have 4 contacts, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's draw the card. 4 out of 2 it will be. So 1, 2, we resolve this potential contact, and because we resolve it, I will be collecting them here for, you know, those experience points. So we draw 4 cards. 1, 2. There is a contact. Yeah, there is a contact. So we will have some Germans here. We found them, and because we will found them, most probably the activity will change. Yeah. So these are our, you know, packages, and we look now at the potential contact C. So we look here at the possible contacts, and the possible contact will be 10 out of 10, 7. Maneuvering. Oh, that's interesting. We will get, you know, 10 out of 10. This is maneuvering. Place at maximum line of sight of triggering unit regardless of any weapon ranges as per the contact location table. So let me first of all see where they will go. So I need to check. We are in column 2. So column 2, we draw a card to see where this, you know, unit will be placed, here, here, or here. But it will be exposed. It will be exposed. One of the exposed squad. Let me first check where they will go. By the way, guys, have you noticed that we actually moved those folks forward, and we should flip all those here because they are now in our line of sight? Such a simple things which we forgot. Such a simple things. Okay, so where do we put them? Put him. We are in column 2. We draw a card. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3 is front, right front. So we had a potential contact here, and we found the guys here. It will be one of those 4 guys. We again need to draw a random number 1, 2, 3, 4, because this one is not automatic weapons. 4 out. This is 1. So those guys are here, and they are maneuvering. And interesting stuff is they do not open the fire because you have here place PDF volume of fire. No, they don't start to fire. They were maneuvering, and we were simply, you know, spotted them. Yeah, suddenly. Place at max loss of triggering unit regardless of any weapon ranges as per the contact location table. The loss is finished here. You see the dark border. If we were able to see somehow here, we most probably could put him here. What happens now, guys? What happens is it pays off that we put our, you know, MG forward, because MG starts to put some heavy weapons fire here. And let me bring volume of fire of automatic weapons, which is very nice due to various reasons. We are able to fire at them, first of all. This is good. Second, we fire through the wide border, so it's only +1 in this bookage. Second point. Third point, they are exposed. So we will have a pretty decent, chance of hitting them. Okay, this was the first potential contact. Excuse me. Let me now try to draw for this, and this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 of 3, so we now resolve this potential contact. And let me draw now 3 cards, because we have engaged the enemy, we have contact. And if we have contact, we draw 3 cards. So we look for the name contact, or for the word contact. Cover, cover, cover. It would be perfect to find a cover, but not for the contact. So no contact here. Still those 2. 1, 2. We look at 1, so we will be resolving now this contact. We draw 3 cards again. Cover, nothing. Rally. We are lucky, but the guys in the rule book, when in this manual, in turn 1, I believe they have found only 1, I believe. The last contact is here. We need to there is no drawing for randomizer because it's already here. So 3 cards, no contact. So only 1 contact. And if I look at the example of play, if I remember correctly, they also had only 1 contact. Yeah, only 1. So it seems that we did it in a similar way. We resolved successfully 4 contacts, so it will be 4 achievement points, I believe, for the end of the game. But now, now we go to the sequence of play. Pinned recovery segment, we don't have anybody pinned. Combat effects segment. For each infantry unit on a card with volume of fire, will resolve now the attacks. Okay. The one thing which I will need to check, I will do it later on, is this maneuvering squad marked exposed. It says place at max loss, of course, and no PDF. I need to check when they will start to fire. Definitely not now, because they are maneuvering now. Yeah, most probably during next turn. So not in this combat phase. But this is a tricky question, yeah, when to put the PDF from them to us, not now, yeah. Okay, so now we have a combat effects segment. We have only 1 card to be resolved, this card. This card has those Germans here. What we shall do, we shall first of all calculate net combat modifier. This is +1 because wide border, -1 for volume of fire of automatic weapons, and -2 for exposed, so -2 in total. -2 is hit, it's not bad, and this is C, casualty. Wow, we killed them, at least one of them. So they are flipped, and they are of course pinned. I have pinned markers here, because every time you got hit, you are pinned, and we have 1 dead German here. Wow, that was better than I expected, honestly. I thought we'll have more contacts here, but just as with the manual, example of play, it seems, contact Cs were pretty generous for us not to provide many more Germans, but contact B, potential contact B, will be much more difficult. So far, so good. We saved a lot of, orders. We still have some good stuff. Maybe we'll use grenades. We have also the, bazookas here. It might be a good idea to start throwing grenades at those guys and simply progress further, step by step, of course. Okay, let's finish here with turn 1. I believe we'll continue with turn 2. It didn't take us too long, so should be completely okay to continue. turn 2. We just need to do the cleanup quickly, and we will move to the turn 2. We'll leave those exposed markers because we'll be using them a lot, of course, yeah, during the game. Not bad. I would say even pretty decent beginning. We pin down those Germans here, and maybe we'll get some casualties out of them, which will help us, of course, further get more victory points. So what do we do now? We continue with first phase. So this is turn 2. There is a possibility that we'll have friendly higher HQ event. We draw a card, we check. Oh, we have HQ event. Let's see whether it's good or bad. We take the events here. It depends which turn it is. It's turn 2 to 4. We draw 10, 9. So 8, 9. Battalion, mortar, platoon unavailable. Your units cannot make a call for fire action from the battalion, mortar, platoon this turn. That's a pity. Not sure how to mark it, but yeah, let's remember that we cannot do the mortars. We potentially can do the artillery. Although at the such short distance, if I move them forward, I might be hesitant to use artillery. I was using heavily artillery till the moment when during my one of the plays I draw the short results, and the artillery, instead of hitting the Germans, it hit my whole platoon and decimated it totally. So you need to be careful with this. Okay, company HQ is getting the order from outside battalion HQ. They are activated. They draw a card, and this is surprise, surprise reshuffle. But before we reshuffle, we draw the card. This is 3. We have already contact, but we have 1 save, so this will be 4. And yeah, let me think whom we want to activate. As I told you, XO and First Sergeant does not have a lot of orders when they are not activated by the company HQ. So I will use 1 for the First Sergeant. Let me do it. Then we would like to move the first and second platoons. I will move second platoon here and the first platoon here. So let me activate them. It is very tempting to go with our MG here and try to seek for the cover, because in church you can find a really nice multi-story, possible cover. So not sure if this turn or maybe next turn, but one of those, yeah, we will have to do. So this will be already 1, 2. We have 1 more. It will be XO whom we activate additionally, not third platoon. So they used up everything, and now we have those guys. So the first to move will be the First Sergeant. First Sergeant draws 2 plus 1, it's 3. And the First Sergeant will do following things. They will move those guys here, they will move those guys here, and they will move themselves here. And they are exposed. That way they used up all 3 orders, so they have 0. Now it will be the second platoon now to be ordered. Wow, 5. So the second platoon has a lot. They have 10. Let us start spending, because they can only they can have maximum of I believe 6. Yeah. So they will do a platoon move. It shouldn't be too risky. They will move everybody. That costs 2 orders, because they are doing the platoon move. All good order platoon attached units. They are all exposed. Let us check the stacking limit. Maximum is 16. This is 9, 10, 14, so we are fine. I believe once the mortars are moving, they cannot fire immediately, but those guys can. Try to throw a grenade here. Let me do it. One additional order. These are the two. So they missed, but we have the... we can use the exhort. Let me use the exhort, so they draw one more card. Ha! No, unfortunately. Still, we have a grenade miss, which will be impacting also the card. They have still 6. What else can they do? They can try to concentrate fire with this MG on those guys. So one more order. Now we have a grenade. But the concentrate fire worked out. Let me put this here. And I will save those 4 commands. Now we have XO. XO will help the 3rd platoon to move their unit. They will move 1, 2, 3, and himself. So these are the 4. What happens after this move, before we do anything else? We have another PDF. And because we have another PDF, we have also a crossfire. And let me just find the crossfire. I see it. Because we have them firing from the two places. Okay, we have a crossfire. And he used 4. The 5th, let me see net combat modifier. They all are, through the white border. So this is +1, +2 for the pin. So they will have +2. And we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's -2. It's not bad. I'm not sure if I want to throw a grenade. Let's try to throw a grenade. So they attempt to fire a grenade. There is a grenade. And there is no grenade. So we have additional thing landing here at this unit. The poor guys will be in a really, really bad state if nothing happens. Now the 1st platoon, wow, only 1 order, so 4 total. They will do the platoon move. Definitely. Actually, they can, it's 2, they spent 2. They can put under this cover those small units. Okay, and they will use 1 more order to send those guys here. Okay, so we head in a following way. They are of course exposed. Everybody here is exposed. And they will start to fire. Of course. Here. And they will save this 1 order. The 3rd platoon was not activated. We jump now to initiative segment. We draw a card for the 3rd platoon. They get 3 orders. So with those 3 orders, they will send those guys here. They will move themselves here. They are all exposed, of course, everybody. These are 2 orders. We had 1 + 3, this is 4, so 2 orders. Let me send those guys forward, they say. Let us check what is there. And because we send those guys here and those guys here, they are both exposed. And we'll save 1. Now, we now have a line of sight here and here. So let me update woods. Now this stuff, yes. We have marsh here, nice. What we'll have here, that's interesting. Sorry for these guys. Woods again. And what would be beyond the attack marker. Heal. If it's heal, we need to draw a card. If we draw a card, and that's actually which attack position. Okay. So let me just fix it here. I wanted everything to fit into camera, so it's a bit cramped. I'm aware of this, but that's on purpose for you to see nicely, guys. Okay, general initiative, I believe now. In general initiative, maybe we'll try to seek cover with those two guys. We have one only. That's not much. That's not much. Let me seek with those guys the cover. Rally, cover, oof, and rally. Okay, so we found the regular, normal cover. Maybe it was better to try to find it here because they have anyhow two out from the card, but well, that's too late. And that will finish our general initiative impulse. We'll go to the enemy activity in a moment. Let's do a quick pause. Okay, turn 2, enemy activity check segment. So what I did, I zoomed in a bit, guys, so you can better see all the battlefield. And we now move to enemy activity check segment. One thing which I just realized is that we should move under this cover couple of units because as it occurs, those guys who are pinned, they will start to fire eventually, and they will start to fire now in enemy activity phase. And although this fire will not be a huge fire, it will be fire on ++2 because all pinned doesn't have a lot of fire. It still can be a problem for us. Okay, the mistakes happen. First of all, we check if we'll have any kind of event. No HQ here. Okay, so now we will look for behavior of the unit. Yeah, this is very important. First of all, this is a unit which is pinned, so this is a limited action team, so pinned here, this chart, enemy activity, there is no leader, and the first applicable thing is pinned, not under cover. So we look here, we draw out of 5, 2 out of 5, pinned, not under cover, is no action, they do nothing, they stay here. That means that they also start to fire. You remember, the package was saying there is no fire, but then they, get themselves together and they started to fire. This is not a big fire. This is +2, but still, this is a fire, and it can be a problem. They might hit somebody, especially because they are exposed. It's a bit overlook on my side. Now, because we have volume of fire here and here, we jump from the contact to engage, because at least two are now two cards are with a volume of fire. Having this set, we now move through the mutual capture and retreat phase. There is nothing happens here, so we move to mutual combat phase, and in mutual combat phase we have fire missions update segment. There are no fire missions. We have potential contact evaluation segment. We have those two potential contacts. So let us draw to see which will resolve first. 1, 2. So this is 2, so we will resolve this one. We'll take it because we are, just a reminder, getting points for that. And this is B, and we are engaged. And if this is B and we are engaged, we draw 3 cards. 1, 2, contact, 3. So we got a contact. That will be very interesting to see what kind of contact we are getting. We again look at the packages. So here are the packages. This is potential contact B. These are the packages we can get. we draw a card, 10 aces, 9. This will be something really heavy. You see, we draw 9, potential contact B, 9 out of 10, with 8. 8 is pillbox, HMG in pillbox. It places PDF, it's not spotted, place at max line of sight range as per the contact location table. So this is possible here, here, or here. However, no further. We are in the column 4. We draw 5. 5 number 1. 1 and 2 is left front. So they will be in the woods. Now, if this is pillbox case, they will orientate themselves toward us. I just need to find the pillbox. I haven't had this prepared. This is a big structure, by the way, and it can only fire in one direction. In order to get to this, you will probably need to get it point blank and throw some stuff at them. So this is a pillbox, and we have a heavy machine gun. Heavy machine guns, I have them here. This will be something really difficult. This is heavy machine gun with automatic volume of fire, very long range, possibility of grazing fire and overhead fire, and unspotted. So those guys are very, very dangerous. They start to fire at us. They put the volume of fire here at us, and the whole hex here. Or card, of course, not hex. The good thing is that they will be firing only here. So we can go from this area, from this space, spot them and throw some heavy stuff. They have pretty good defense, +4 for pillbox, +2 for woods. But if we put the artillery, for example, with some concentrate fire, or maybe grenade miss, or maybe crossfire, we can get to them. So this was the first potential contact. The other potential contact is here. Let me draw. Cover, nothing. At least we are safe here, although this pillbox will be a nuisance for us, unfortunately. Now we will do a lot of resolution now, because we will move from a potential contact pinned recovery segment. We don't have anybody who is pinned and not under fire, yeah? So we will move now to the combat effect segment. We'll start from those guys. This is a tough situation, I have to say. It is -2, -1, -3, +1, -2. I have no... Yes, -2 is a hit. I have no, simply hopes that it will happen differently. Let's see the hit. This is P. Okay. Could be worse. It's paralyzed. And of course, because they were hit, it will be pinned. Let me resolve those guys now. They have grenade on them. They have concentrated fire. They have automatic weapons, grenade miss, and crossfire. So we look at -4 from grenade. We ignore the automatic weapons because this is better. And now all those things which are in circle, you add to this. So it's -4, -5, -6, -7, -7, and then we have +1 for the border, yeah, for the hedgerow, bocage, and +1 for pin, so this is -5. So this is maximum. -4 hit we were close not to hit them. Yeah, so it would be okay. And we have paralyzed. So actually those guys are further reduced. Let us see to what they are reduced. The end of the book will show you. We have this situation, so we have a fire team and such a fire team and paralyzed. So let me take it. So instead of two-step enemy, we have those two now. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad situation because they are almost done. It's not much longer before they will be completely wiped out, and maybe we can catch them too. Now my mistake, yeah, evidently my mistake here. I allowed this card also to be under fire and move so many units there. Let's see how it works out. Let me start with those guys. They are exposed to -2. They have +2 here for the card and +2 for volume of air, so they have in total +2. Might not be so bad, yeah, I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +2 is pin. Let me get the pinned markers. Actually, I can use it. They will not be exposed in a moment. So those guys are pinned. Second, +2 pinned. Okay, so those are also pinned. Those +2 is hit. Wow, they were hit. So those guys are hit. Let's see what hit it is. It's casualty. Oh, it's not good. So we flip them. And actually casualty is immediately collected and get here, you know. This is the good thing, but still pity that we have any loss. We should not have it. Where is our casualty? Let me find some casualty of ours. You know, now when we want some, this is 2 and 3. We cannot find it. 1 second. Really, where did I put all of them? So let me put for now, for time being, one guy here. And because they are hit, they are also pinned. Now 1, 2, +2 is a pin, and +2 is a miss. Okay, so in this case, those guys are completely fine. All of those are pinned. So all of those are pinned. Now we are looking at those. They are exposed, -2, +2, +2, and plus cover. There are 3 steps, so this is fine. So in total they have +3. Reshuffle. Mortar +3 is a pin. So those guys are pinned. Let me get this exposed already. We need to do the reshuffle now. Now the second platoon HQ and the mortar and the MG, of course. The last two to roll for them. So we have +3 and +3. Not surprisingly, we have 2 misses. Wow, what a disaster, honestly, what a disaster. Let me now do the cleanup. We move all the exposed to the side. Pin stays, exposed here, grenade miss, the grenades, the concentrated fire, and the exposed here. Okay guys, this is end of the turn 2. Not so successful as I wished this to be, but hopefully we will recover from this. We have some ideas what to do. First and foremost, we need to get rid of those guys here, and once we do this, the things should be much better.